sports fans, ASMR Sports, back in your business. Hey, we got something here that I wasn't quite sure. Well, I wasn't quite sure I was going to buy any 2025 Bowman stuff, but then the mega boxes came out, and I thought, I think it's time to get a Bowman mega box. Once upon a time, the Bowman mega box was the pinnacle of all retail baseball card achievements. And if you found a fresh restock of these bad boys at the local Target, man, you are having a time, folks. 2017 Bowman mega boxes had Japanese rookie cards, or should I say rookie cards of Shohei Ohtani in his Japanese, like World Baseball Classic uniform. So that was the earliest Shohei Ohtani card you could get, which it turns out, was quite a good one to have, given what Ohtani has done since then. Those mega boxes became very scarce very quickly, and everybody knew that the Bowman mega box would be the hot ticket for years to come. And in 2018, when Ohtani's rookie card logo cards, along with Acuna's and Soto's, came out, those mega boxes were very difficult to find once again, and I think I bought maybe 5 or 6 of them, in the afternoon, on eBay or whatever. But I don't think I ever really saw them in store. But 2019 rolled around, and once again we were all looking for the Bowman mega boxes out at the local Target. And excuse me. I had much better luck finding those than any of the prior years. Actually, I did one time find a bunch of 2017s, and I bought 10 of them. Opened them all, got a black refractor at 1 of 1 out of one of the packs. Oh man, who was it? It was some goofball for the Red Sox that did kind of half decent. I sold it for $200 a year later. Anyways, 2019 rolled around. I had some good luck finding those, got a bunch of them, bought a bunch more on eBay for relatively low money. Those, once upon a time were nice, valuable boxes, but now everybody from that 2019 class kind of sucks. And then 2020, I think I bought, a bunch, probably from eBay. So I was paying, market price for those. And I still think 2020 Bowman is the most criminally underrated product on earth. It's got first Bowman, autos and first Bowman cards of Bobby Witt Jr., hello, Jason Dominguez, and Anthony Volpe, and I feel like there's one other marquee name in there as well that I always forget. But anyways, I guess Volpe and Dominguez have yet to kind of prove themselves, but Bobby is certainly a good one. Anyways, yeah, so then 2020 I got some, and then 2021 and later I just sort of, gave up on them because they weren't really very, exciting anymore. And here we are today with 2025. Can we rekindle the magic, the flame, if you will, of the Bowman mega box? Probably, well, almost certainly not. But we'll still open it, and this is the first 2025 Bowman. I've opened it all. I've told you guys before. I went to my local GameStop and looked at the blaster boxes of this stuff when it came out, and thought I would maybe be likely to get one, but I don't know, just couldn't pull the trigger for some reason. I don't know. I think these things are $50, which is pretty much a ripoff, but blasters are here $29.99. But I actually think this is a good product to get for your first exposure to the set, because of for the year, because it has these packs in it that are nothing but base only time that opening such a thing, would be tolerable is if you haven't seen any cards in the set before. So, it's kind of exciting just to see all the cards you haven't seen before, even though, other than that, these packs are, pretty crappy since they don't have any parallels in them. No parallels, no autos, no basically anything good. So if you just want to see the base designs, this is your jam. That's kind of where we're at right now, since I haven't seen any 2025 Bowman. All right, here we go. Thomas Sagesi, what do we think of this design? It's not bad. Not a huge fan of like gradients in cardboard or designs, but that's relatively tasteful. And the kind of half circle there. I don't know. Looks pretty solid. Honestly, I don't really pay too much attention to Bowman, card designs these days. Jack Penny, Cole Fontanelli. I don't even know who the big names in this are, so if I get any of them, I'm just gonna pass right by. So you get 1, 2, so 4 of these just kind of worthless base packs, and then 2 of the special mega box packs, which have a refractor. Some people call a mega box refractor, and some people call a mojo refractor. Alright, Corbin Carroll. Tariq Skubal is just murdering it this year. The Tigers are very, very good. Lazaro Montes, Carlos Tavares, Caminero, and Rookie Saki. So really, you get this stuff and you're just focused almost exclusively on those mega box packs, and a lot of people will sell off these base card packs for, a couple bucks or something. Which, these can be, like, if you had the 2017 base packs, you could get, first Bowman Acuñas out of. Those are probably fairly valuable at this point. Obviously much less valuable than a regular hobby or retail pack that has chance for parallels, but still a pretty expensive pack considering they were pretty much giveaways back in 2017. I think I had a bunch of I can't remember if it was 2018 or 2019 packs. Probably 2019. I feel like I just had way more of that stuff, so more likely that I, opened a bunch of that stuff and just, ripped through the mega box packs and shelved the base packs in there. And then, I don't know, I sold those off over time. I think opened some of them at some point when those Acuñas were pretty valuable. A few other cards in there as well. Yeah, 2017 Bowman, you can get, just base Aaron Judge rookie cards that these days are pretty nice cards to have, particularly in PSA 10. So you're really looking for the parallels in here. In this pack, we have 0 parallels. I feel like I've seen Striker Breaks open like a couple of these boxes, and I feel like maybe he got like 1 parallel per box. So I'm hoping we'll get 1 parallel, but don't hold your breath, folks. So I do have another one of these. I kind of thought, if I opened one and it went well, it might entice me to open the second, but so far, pretty crappy, and looks like that bad luck will continue. So I don't know if I'll open the second one. Here we got Joniker, Ugarte, Kadeem Diaw, Christian Moore. And so this is new, these little die-cut cards, Jace Young. Not sure I see the point of these in Bowman products, but Bowman's gonna Bowman. And Josh Nixon. Josh Tinkson. What the hell is that name? I can't see it. I mean, I don't know, maybe that's like makes more sense in, let's see, Venezuela, but I don't think so. I think those Venezuelan parents are getting pretty creative with their names, as they certainly do in the U.S. So it's bound to happen. All right. Well, I don't know. I don't think we can roll like that. So I don't know that I actually want to open the base packs in this, but I don't know. I probably will. Probably will. I think that's James Wood on there, who everybody tells me is raking this year. Good for him, I say. I think James Wood, when he had his first Bowman cards, wasn't he with the Padres? Or am I thinking of somebody else? But I see he's with the Nationals these days. And the Nationals certainly need some young talent. Of course, they're getting, losing all their guys like Soto. And didn't they have Rendon as well when he was really good? Alright, let's see. Well, there's Ronnie, who's back. Like, was that a week and a half ago or something like that? He came back. Hit a dinger he came back from an injury. He was injured for a long time. Came back, and I think he hit a home run, like, in his first game back. So that was cool. I hope he gets hot. I, like everybody else, have a lot of Acuñas, and they're pretty depressed in value. Not as bad as Soto, but oh, I opened one of the mega box. But oh, look at that, we got a parallel. So maybe we'll just do it that way. I'll open a few of the, crappy base packs, and then do one of the mega box packs. So there's Charlie Condon, Luis Angel, Acuña, and our. Please be good, please be good. Oh my God, Kumar Rocker, are you effing kidding me? Okay, we got a freaking, is this guy a relief pitcher, I think. I don't know. Sure seems like it's possible. 3 games and 11.2 innings pitched. Sure sounds like a reliever. One of these like big, tall guys that throws like 120 miles an hour. Probably, yeah, but not gonna really be any value to Kumar Rocker's cards. You guys remember John Rocker? That guy, I think he played for was it the Braves? I think. It was the Braves. He was like, one of the first victims of social media, because he would go and post his like racist rants on the internet. And yeah, swiftly got basically blackballed, I think, from there's Kumar again, from Major League Baseball, if I'm not mistaken, although I think he definitely took a productivity dive as well as his problematic public social media opinions. Alright, there's Dylan Cruz, good name. In rookie form, not first Bowman. Gary Gilhill, Alex Mooney. John Kinsey. Zach Scholter. Victor Rodriguez. Tim Henke. Or Tink Hence. Tim Henke. Alright, Connor Norby. So, we probably are not going to get anything in this. We already pulled a colored parallel. But let's not lose all hope until we lose all hope. Yeah, so nothing. Alright. Jesus Meade. Sung Jae Cheng. Another one of these kind of silly looking die cuts. Caden Dana and Jackson Holiday. Alright, folks, there you have it. So now you know why I don't open Bowman products anymore. That was like $100, you know, $110 with shipping, or not with shipping, with tax. For those boxes, and that's assuming I'm not wrong about the price, because I feel like I'm thinking $49.99, but I feel like they definitely could be $59.99. But yeah, all that just kind of basically flushed down the drain, and I'm starting to lose my taste for opening all the things I see at the store now because of this. And you know, people, like, here's the thing, folks. All right, let me just go on a little spiel for you guys. But you know, I've as you know, if you watch this channel for a while, I've recently gotten into Pokemon cards, and I think often that, you know, Pokemon has its issues, right? And the market is kind of nuts right now because it's very hot and everything's very expensive. But you know, for $120 or $110, I could buy you know, well over half of a booster box. Well, not well over, maybe just over a half of a booster box from any of the sets that come from the current, you know, what they call era of Pokemon. And you know, I think there's a very solid chance I will get at least, I don't know, $30 of value back, so 30%. Whereas here, I think I probably got, you know, $10 of value back. And I feel like you could repeat this many, many times and similar results would obtain, but I don't know. I just think the cost, you know, what do they call that? You know, what's the word I'm looking for? The phrase I'm looking for, but in any event, you know, the benefit you get for the cost benefit, you know, analysis is always very poor in modern sports cards. Although I think we might have done a little better with that the hockey mega box from the last video I did. But it's just, I don't know, it seems like very common for something like this to happen, where you spend like $60 on something, you get like $10 back. Which, you know, I'll never get, because like I'm not going to sell a bunch of $3 cards. Although I am going to do a video on my, you know, next, knock on wood, ComC submission. So maybe there's hope I will recapture some of those $3-4 from some of these boxes. But yeah, it starts to get pretty depressing, and you know, obviously Megabox Bowman only comes out once a year, so I guess that's the most I'd have to suffer if I only bought that product. But I tend to buy lots of products. But alright, folks, enough of my babbling. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're staying relaxed. I hope you're finding some fun things to do in the hobby, and that at least my efforts are saving you from suffering a similar fate by buying like $60, you know, mega boxes or tins at Target, because I think you know, the odds are pretty good you'd have similar results. So I will at least imagine that I'm getting value from these openings in that way, and that I can save you guys some trouble. Alright, folks, you guys have a great one. We'll see y'all next time. Alright, bye now.